I thought I'd try and give you a few ideas of what Trump's brain is probably going through, given that I profiled and tracked and interacted with people like him for years and helped put them in prison. And people are like, do you really think he's spiraling? I know he's spiraling. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know all the conversations and maybe all the players in it, but people like him, it's the same MO. It's the same pattern. It goes the same way. So I think that he knows he's cornered. I think he knows he's in huge trouble. And I think his paranoia is at 100 out of 10 right now. They're always paranoid, but when they feel cornered, their fight or flight kicks in. Like their own defense mechanism is there trying to save them. So he may get the feeling of wanting to run, which I don't know that he's there yet, but he's getting close. And so but the problem is he's created his own cage, which is the White House. Like he wanted to be there to protect himself, but now he's trapped in there with the people that are trying to get rid of him. And he knows that. So he may have the feeling of wanting to run, like his fight or flight, but so his flight. But it's like, where is he going to go? Israel? Russia? I don't think he wants to do that, because that's the other part of the narcissism, is that fight kicks up where they've convinced themselves they've done no wrong. They've convinced themselves this is all just someone else is doing and trying to frame them. Like they will convince themselves of that. And also just like, you're not going to tell me what to do. And they don't want to look like a coward that scurries off, right? They want to stay in power, and they don't like to be embarrassed like that. Like, oh, look, yeah, look, you had to run. What a coward. They cannot stand that living in people's minds, so much so that it controls them and it gets them trapped. So I think all that's going through his head. I think that he's trying to figure out what the play is with JD. And I think he feels trapped on that too, because like, who's he going to go to about any of this? Because he's not even 100% sure who's completely on his side. Because he's surrounded, not just by the walls, but by the people. You know, no one protected him from Taco. No one protected him from a lot of things that have happened. And he just has to be obsessing about it. They just do, because they're trying to protect themselves. So I think he's probably wondering, why JD went to Rupert. And of course, he's not going to feel like he can ask him, because he thinks JD would lie to him, or anyone else would lie to him about it, because who can he trust? He's scared because his health isn't good. He knows that people can see that. That's very shameful to a narcissist, to not be in this perfect condition, at least the one he sells people. And then it won't just be JD. It would be like, well, how did JD get here? He was a never-Trumper. Was he always a never-Trumper? Is he still one? What do I really know about Peter Thiel? What do I really know about the Heritage Foundation? He took over that cult, but they're the ones that wanted JD in there and celebrated it. Vought did, like, oh, we couldn't have asked for a better guy. All of that is going to be stuck in his head. And when this happens, you are going to see even bigger mistakes. It's hard for me to even imagine how big or what he could do at this point, but yeah, they can, to where it's just the end of the line. I don't even know what the end of the line would look like, whether they just have him removed. He could, like this isn't something that is typical of this position of a person. When it's a regular person, they get arrested and they go to prison. That's not our normal circumstances, so I don't know how it will go. But he is in huge trouble, and he absolutely knows it.